Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And as mentioned in the description, today is a viewer's request of how to set up AI helicopters as they try and rescue someone on a damaged naval vessel. So let's get into the video and let's go into the mission editor now, and I'll show you how I set it up. And here we are in the mission editor. Now let me start by saying nothing about this setup is easy. Everything is complicated and it's very difficult to do. So I'll warn you right from the very start, you're going to have to need, it's going to take patience and time. And I'll take you through the steps now. So what do we have? I have the rescue helicopter here, and it has numerous waypoints. Now what I said for waypoint 1 is it would be a turning point, altitude at 164 and its speed 90 knots. At waypoint 2, same altitude, 0 knots. Waypoint 3, same altitude again, 0 knots. Now this was all to try and get the helicopter to hover over the right location where I wanted it, which was the fore-deck section of the ship that's damaged. Now, it took a lot of playing around with these waypoints here to be able to get that to work, but this is how I did it. I gave the Helo a triggered action, which was switch waypoint here, switch waypoint in perform command, switch waypoint, which is here, and I said to go to waypoint 4. So what else do we have? Well, we also have the Arleigh Burke, and we also have crew members of various types on the deck waiting to be rescued. Now, as you're probably aware, you can't actually pick anything up off the deck, but it simulates it. What I've also done is I've added numerous trigger zones. What I want to happen is when the helicopter gets to a certain point, I want these guys to fire off a red rescue flare. I also want explosions to take place here, here, and here. Now, basically, I'm trying to make this as realistic as I possibly can, and I set it up using these triggers. So I want the dark smoke effect to take place straight away. Now, the best way to simulate this is to have an explosion on the unit. So the first one is explode unit, naval 1 at 843. Now, you're going to have to play with the volume here so that you don't destroy the ship in its entirety. That's what I mean about patience and time to set this up. If you've got the time, go ahead, expend it. Then what I did was I created a smoke effect in 2 different places. So one on flag 1, which is here in the aft section, small smoke and fire, density 1, called it huge. And then I set up another one on the bridge of the ship, here, SAFB, same again, small smoke and fire. Helo flag 1. So, when the helicopter gets into this zone here, I've said flag 1 on. I want to turn that flag on. And then I put a message to all so that you can see it on the screen. Time since flag 1, 12 seconds. I want that signal flare coming from the crew that want to be rescued. Then I've said time since flag 1, 50 seconds. Flag 2 on, with a message saying it's on so that you guys can see it on the screen. Now I created the flags because I wanted to do it at a set point where I pushed the task of the helicopter to go to waypoint 4. And that's what I've done here. So time since flag 2 is 5 seconds, and I've given a push task to the helicopter called rescue to go to a set waypoint, which was waypoint 4. What I also wanted to happen was I wanted mini explosions to take place on the ship once the guys had been rescued. So I set another time since flag. So time since flag 2, 30 seconds. Explode the unit again, which is the naval unit, and I set the volume at 3000 this time. I created a second explosion 3 seconds later, but on the actual ship itself again at flag 1, just so that we have multiple explosions going on as the helicopter departs the area. And that's how I set it up. I can't say it was. I can't say that's how simple it is, because it's not. You're really going to have to play with it. And I've only got this to work with the Huey and the UH-60, but I had to tinker with the UH-60 and add waypoints, etc., etc. It's too complicated to go into, but at least you can see it can be done. So let's go and see in Sim exactly how it plays out. I hope this was helpful, and I'll catch you later. Ciao for now.